Hi, Kyle Snow here from Leatherings.com. In this podcast, we will discuss how to store leather jackets in the summer. Tips for storing leather jackets during the summer. When summer is around the corner, most people will start thinking about what to do with their old leather jackets. If you are wondering what your best options are to store them, you've come to the right place. Why should you store your leather jackets during the summer? If you don't plan on wearing your leather jacket this summer, it's best to store it away until the fall or winter. Here are 4 reasons why. It will keep your leather jacket in better condition. Leather is a natural material, and as such, it will start to wear down over time. Storing your leather jacket in a cool, dry place can help to prevent this from happening. It will make the jacket last longer. If you take good care of your leather jacket, it may last longer than if you left it out in the sun all year long. This is because UV rays damage leather over time, which can cause holes and tears in the fabric. It will make cleaning easier. If your jacket is dirty when you put it away, cleaning it won't be as difficult since dirt and dust will just be pushed around instead of being embedded into the fabric. And lastly, treating your leather jacket with a protective coating every once in a while can also help it to stay cleaner for longer periods of time. How to store your leather jacket in the summer. If you're like most people, you probably store your leather jacket in the winter because it's too hot to wear it outside. But what about the summer? There are a few things to keep in mind. Make sure the jacket is properly conditioned and protected from UV rays. A good rule of thumb is to apply a protective coating every 3 months. Avoid direct sunlight or humidity. If possible, store your jacket in an air-conditioned or dry place. Never put a leather jacket in the washing machine or dryer. This can damage the leather and cause it to crack. Do's and don'ts. Do. Protect leather jackets from the sun with a wrap or a hat. Store jackets in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight. Remove jackets before taking them out for an activity such as hiking. Keep jackets clean by wiping down dirt and dust with a wet cloth and then spraying with a leather conditioner available at most stores or using an enzymatic cleaner specifically designed for leather. Allow to dry completely before storing. How long should you store them? Leather jackets should be stored in a cool, dark place. They can be stored in the basement or closet, but they should not be left on the floor or out in the open. Things to consider when storing your jackets during the summer. When storing your leather jackets during the summer, keep in mind that they will need to be stored in a cool, dark place. Although leather is a natural material, it can eventually lose its suppleness and start to crack. Additionally, leather jackets should not be exposed to direct sunlight or heat. Both of these elements can cause the jacket to dry out and become brittle. How long does leather last? Leather jackets can last anywhere from 6 to 12 months, depending on how often they are worn and treated. To ensure that your leather jacket lasts as long as possible, follow these tips. 1. Keep the jacket away from direct sunlight and heat. The sun and heat will break down the leather faster. 2. Store the jacket in a cool and dry place. A cool, dark place is best, like a closed closet or basement. 3. Avoid using harsh chemicals or detergents on the jacket. This will damage the finish. Instead, use a mild soap and water mixture. 4. Don't overpack the jacket. Overstuffing can cause the stitching to break. Cleaning and maintenance. When storing your leather jacket during the summer, follow these tips. Keep it out of direct sunlight or heat. Both can cause the leather to dry out and crack. Store it in a cool, dark place, like a closet or storage area. Avoid using harsh chemicals or cleaners on the jacket. This could damage it. Instead, use a mild cleaner and gentle soap. Follow up with a coat of protective wax or oil every few months to keep the jacket looking its best. Conclusion. When it comes to storing leather jackets during the summer, it's important to keep them in a cool and dark place. If you can, avoid storing them in direct sunlight or near any heat sources. Also, be sure to store your jacket away from sharp objects so that it doesn't get scratched up. And finally, always make sure that your jacket is properly dry before putting it back into storage. Thanks for listening our podcast. Subscribe now for more leather jacket guides. Want to purchase leather jackets for men and women? Then do check out Leatherings.com.